Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys, so I know that we put our Stassi biting back on the second channel, but now Bethenny's biting back and she's explaining her side of the story when it came to her sit down with Rachel. Stassi had a lot to say, so we're going to get into it, but before we do, well, you guys have to go see on Up and Adam too. I put this story on there. But before we do, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, I say, let's do the damn thing.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, you guys. So you know that we did this video on Up and Adam too. If you don't know, then go check it out. The second channel right now, I just want to make this clear. It's going to be all over the spillover content. So the extra coverage. The only reason we're doing that is, well, we have our reasons. So just go over there. It helps. You guys will not miss anything. And trust me when I say, the devil works hard. But Up and Adam works harder. Let's get into this really quick because this is a lot. I'm going to share with you guys what Bethenny had to say about Stassi's situation. Stassi said, this interview was fucking lazy. You could have at least watched seasons 1 through 10. Why didn't you watch them? This interview seems like you were trying to victim shame Ariana. This interview seems like you were trying to guide Rachel into this narrative. This interview feels like you didn't know what you were talking about, almost like the Howie Mandel situation with Tom Sandoval when Howie Mandel was like, who's Sheena? Which really made me wonder in my head, why the did you sit down with Howie Mandel? Well, it's because it's Howie Mandel. And it's because he is one of the judges of America's Got Talent. And it's because this was self-serving as hell. But Bethenny spoke out. Thank you to Glorified Gossip Girl, who we still have yet to sit down with. She is going to be joining us for a live soon. Bethenny explains why she didn't do her research or watch all of Pump Rules before her interview with Rachel. Stassi and Lala have both criticized Bethenny for her lack of homework on Vanderpump Rules, and Stassi called Bethenny's interview lazy. And Lala made a joke on her own podcast about how Bethenny did no research. Shots fired! Okay, I'm done being extra. I had a lot of coffee. Calm down.
Supposed to have watched all the seasons of Vanderpump Rules. Neither Rachel nor myself wanted this interview to be about a show that does not reflect most of her life. We wanted this to be a show about a woman who had an experience, had a certain trajectory, and where she is now. So you guys go do that. Talk about it amongst yourselves. Watch every single episode. I watched about 10 episodes, which is more than I would for anyone else because I don't need to watch 120 episodes. This isn't a rewatch podcast of Vanderpump Rules. This was a conversation with one woman. I know it's hard, but try to understand. I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. So Rachel and I are very happy, and iHeart is very happy. So if you're not happy, talk about it. So if you're not happy, talk about it to your therapist. Oh, and I'm supposed to have watched all the seasons. Of Vanderpump Rules. Neither Rachel nor the best part about the Bravo PR machine sending their unsullied, their warriors out to battle, to fight their fight while they're under siege, is that the very people who dragged and emotionally abused and bullied Rachel for all of her own actions that she owns and understands, they are the ones coming to her defense. The exploitation, the horror, this poor woman that you've all literally set on fire and left in the middle of the street. Now you want to come to her defense? Well, I'm throwing up another podcast because if you're all going to clickbait and keep this conversation going, so am I. Mention it all. The best part.
Bethenny saying that there's PR warriors coming to defend Rachel and that they should go see their therapists if they want to talk about her podcast They're replying and telling everyone what was true, what was a lie, defending her against you because you're so hypocritical. Again, hypocritical to tell them to go see a therapist and talk about it when they're replying to your number one podcast, as you've said 3,000 times, and telling us as people on the show what actually happened and what didn't. You made a whole rebuttal podcast. Maybe you should go see your therapist. And in regards to it's too late, they were pissed. They're allowed to be pissed. They're also allowed to ease up. Would you rather her still be getting shit from everybody, or are you a fake warrior? Like, you should be happy that people are defending her. Bethany said, nobody is asking you to watch 120 episodes of Vanderpump Rules, but you have changed your story. At first, you just watched the reunion and a couple episodes. Now you've watched all of season 10, so I'm just unsure which one it is. And we're not asking you to watch every single episode, but we're asking you to see what actually happened and the backstory of why we're upset about it. Because you're so one-sided and are not seeing the whole relationship and how deep it was. Because according to you, they aren't married and don't have any kids, so who cares? Like, that's not how it is when you watch the show. So no, we don't want you to watch 120 episodes, but we want you to do your research. And the fact that you said that's more research than you do for anybody else is a little concerning as a podcaster. So stop being angry. People have opinions. Nobody.
Okay. You guys know that I am definitely opening this one up for the conversation because and by the way, that was Glorified Gossip Girl on Instagram. Again, we are going to do lives together soon. Absolutely love her content. She's always posting. This girl works hard. I love it. I love a hard worker, and she's always posting. So at Glorified Gossip Girl on Instagram, go check her out. She's, well, great. I don't have anything against Bethenny. I love Bethenny on Roni. I understand some of the parts of the unionization, but then again, I don't, because I'm not a part of a union and I'm not on reality TV. There are so many things that I can't sit there and say that I empathize or sympathize with because I have not been a part of that sort of situation. I've never been under the machine. You guys get what I'm saying? So I just want to hear what you think. Go ahead and comment below. Bethenny clapping back at Lala and Stassi. Ay. It's just a matter of minutes. Well, hours, or maybe like 24 hours, or maybe a day before they clap back as well. Well, smash that like button, show some love, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.